MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 6 of this year's Fall Classic between the New York Yankees and the Miami Marlins. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, obviously, a lot of things still up in the air as we get ready for Game 6.
Yeah, you see the results through the first 5 games. It's been everything we could have hoped for. And now, at 3-2, you've got a team coming in here that needs to win the final 2 games on the road to take the series. Going to be a tall order to fill, but I think they're as capable as anyone to pulling it off.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2020 Miami Marlins.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Hero, how do they fight off elimination here on the road?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And guys, we need to seriously focus on the defense behind the dish today. This guy brings gold to the party, the ability to block balls, keep everything in front of him, shut down a running game, and massage his pitcher through 9 innings.
So coming to the plate, DJ LeMahieu. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Third baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
First offering on its way. And the first pitch is taken for ball 1 as we're underway tonight in South Florida. Soft liner towards first, but no problem at first, and that's the first out.
Batting second, center fielder number 11, Delano DeShields.
Let's go, guys. Come on. All right, Marlins.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Expected to get a little cooler as we go on, but the temperature at game time 68 degrees. Hit to short. On to first, and it's a broadcaster's dream, at least to start the ball game tonight. 2 very quick outs now.
First baseman, David Rosario.
He's set, and the pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. 2 out, nobody on. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. Hot shot down the line. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Dero, what's the key if they want to be crowned World Series champs here tonight?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out. All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's take a look at Adeiny Hechavarria. His calling card is 100% his glove. He's high up there in range, the ability to go in the hole and make the long throw across the diamond. Look for him to have a big impact on defense today.
Coming to the plate now, Starling Marte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Hit on the ground out to short. Backhanded. And that's out number one.
Batting second, the shortstop, Chris Taylor.
First pitch on its way. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. Gone! Chris Taylor with a solo shot. His second home run of the series as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
In now, Matt Chapman. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a soft liner. And there are two away now.
Batting fourth, right fielder, Franz Reyes.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Franz Reyes, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a miss at one that almost hit him. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, Dero, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Hard hit ball to second. Torres scoops it up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Marlins are on the board first thanks to the solo home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 Miami. Leading off the inning, Aaron Judge. And they'll need him to get something going here. Ready. Here's the first offering. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Judge, a California-born ball player. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first-rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
Don't go too far. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton gets his shot next. Boy, look at that thing dart. It's full now, 3-2. curveball. Strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Giancarlo Stanton now. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Comes set with the 0-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A pause and the 0-2. It's a swinging bunt up the line. Barehanded at his knees. Got him.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Into the box, Torres. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They trail this one 1-0. In is Jorge Soler, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Jorge Soler.
First pitch of the at-bat. Way out in front. Soler absolutely feasts off of left-handed pitching. Many right-handed hitters do better against southpaws, of course, but he's about as good as it gets in the opposite-handed type of matchup. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Garrett Cooper.
First pitch on its way. Line drive to left. Stanton is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. And with 2 away now, let's take another look at our playoff brackets. And of course, the question on everybody's mind, will we crown a champion here tonight? And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Stanton is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Miami down in order. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. At the plate, Gary Sanchez. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And that one right down Main Street. Swung on and hit deep to left center. Soler going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting 8th, shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
Digging in, Adeiny Echeverria checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Standing in now, James Paxton, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. A softly hit ball here, foul, off to the left side, and it's strike 2 now. Frozen on the fastball, never had a chance, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. Now batting, Ari Perez. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Catcher, Ari Perez.
First delivery to him on the way. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down.
Catcher, Sandy Almanza.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Sandy Almanza. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Stepping in now, Starling Marte. And he puts it on the ground to second. Scooped up. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Marlins, but they lead it 1-0. Digging in now for the Yankees, DJ LeMahieu back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Outside, 3-0 now.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in his zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
At the plate, Delino DeShields. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. It's down for extra bases, and the Yankees have their first hit of the game. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
In now, David Rosario, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A sinker over the outside corner for strike 2. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. On a line, that's a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Hey, that makes this one a lot more interesting here in the middle innings, Dero. After being down by 1, big base hit drives in 2.
Yeah, that could be a huge knock right there, Dan, especially the way the bullpens have been throwing. They've been nasty. There's a lot of fuel out there, a lot of fire. Doesn't bode well for the offense.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Now a curveball stays inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rosario aboard here at first with nobody out. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Well, I think this is the kind of approach they need against such a prolific starter. You can't count on putting up a lot of runs, so getting him out of the game has to be the priority. Working at bats, full counts, running up the pitch count is a great way of doing that.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
Giancarlo Stanton now. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
The 1-1 home. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now the 1-0. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. Still only 1 out in the inning. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Sliders in for a strike.
2-2.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Popped him up. Cooper in foul ground. Into the stands. He got it.
Now batting. Shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
Here's Echeverria now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Looking to minimize the damage here. And that misses, ball 1.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
That misses, 2-0. Grounded back up the middle. Marte gloves it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Yankees lead it 2-1. Stepping in, Chris Taylor. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
DeShields is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. Digging in now, Matt Chapman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Ready with the 0-2. Takes this the other way to right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Into the box, Franz Reyes. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. On the ground is short. This could be 2. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They're down 2-1. Now to the plate, James Paxton. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Ready on 0-2. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
I suppose this is why you usually have the best defensive outfielder in center field. He got a good read on it, charges in hard, and made a fabulous grab. Look for that one to make the highlight reels later on.
Adrian Moore enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 18, Adrian Moore.
And here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
1-2, here it comes. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. The 2-2. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They still lead it 2-1. In is Jorge Soler. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
Finally, a take. No, seriously, that's the first pitch they've taken the entire game.
The 1-0 home. Grounded down the third baseline. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now batting, first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
Settling in now, Garrett Cooper. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Slapped hard the opposite way. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He swings and grounds it to short. Flip of his glove for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 4 pitches, all it takes to do in the Marlins. Our score remains 2-1. Digging in once again, David Rosario. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Rosario.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Hard hit toward the hole. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Here's big Aaron Judge, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, and he's back standing. Rosario gets his lead at first, nobody out. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
The next 0-2. Drilled to the left side. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, Dero, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
0-1 the count. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
To 1-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Payoff pitch one more time. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Another full count pitch home. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or 2, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Standing in now, Torres, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now both runners on the move. High in the air into shallow left center. Soler is there, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Ready for another shot now, Gary Sanchez. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Leading off the inning, Ari Perez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First delivery to him on the way. Just missed with a breaking ball. Line to the right side. Judge has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box now, Adrian Moore. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. The windup and the 0-1. Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning. Here's Starling Marte. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to third. Gloved by LeMahieu. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're on to the 7th here in Game 6. The Yankees are out in front, 2-1. Welcome back to South Florida. Game 6 moves on to the 7th inning now, but before we start, let's call on our game summary to show you how we got here. Ready for another chance? Adeiny Hechavarria, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
There's a strike.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Swing and a foul tip, but that's held onto behind the plate. It's a strikeout for out number 1.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Swing and a miss, 0-1.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
The Yankee pitcher at the plate with a 1-1 count.
1-1.
The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you throw.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. James Paxton is retired on strikes for the 3rd time tonight.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
1-1.
Tapped down the line. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard on the ground to first. Cooper comes up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They lead it 2-1. Chris Taylor will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
Let's go. One more time, baby.
Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double. Wow, he almost made a heck of a play in left.
Yeah, Batty, you can't fault the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort, but he just can't haul it in, and it gets past him for an extra base hit. Like the effort, though.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he departs, he can't lose this ball game, but he is responsible for the runner at second, meaning it'd be a no decision if that run comes across to score. Jonathan Holder comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Jonathan Holder.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
You like the modern style of baseball, here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. Taylor leads off second with nobody out. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes to Shields. Still going back. Gone! A two-run shot that gives them the lead. Two-run shot to straightaway center, his second home run of the series, as the Marlins move out in front now, 3-2.
This is going to be one of those moments we look back on in a couple of years when we relive this World Series. That swing of the bat late in the game to take the lead, huge play.
In now, Franz Reyes. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Slapped hard the opposite way, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Jorge Soler.
Up next from Miami, Jorge Soler. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And right into the shift. LeMahieu's got it. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. Stepping up now, Garrett Cooper. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. First offering on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Line toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Devo, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Chad Green was called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded to third. LeMahieu's got it. There's one. On to first, and how about that for an entrance? One pitch, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Striding in once again, Delino DeShields. He'll start us off in the 8th.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. Oh, 0-2, here it is. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
1-2.
Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now a foul tip right into the catcher's glove as he's able to hang on for the first out. 8th inning here from South Florida as you get a look at the line score to this point. The hometown Marlins leading this one as they look to send this crowd home happy. So striding in, David Rosario. He singled his last time up. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Flip a coin right here with this next pitch. After throwing 2 fastballs to get ahead, he's been able to lay off both those off-speed pitches. Looked like he's seeing it pretty good.
He froze him on the fastball there. David Rosario goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Digging in and looking for more, Aaron Judge. So far 2 for 3 in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Marte fields it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're down 3-2. Xavier Cedeno is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Xavier Cedeno.
Ryan Zimmerman is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. Here's Hechavarria at shortstop. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder, Starling Marte.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Starling Marte. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Cedeno A left-hander standing just under 6 feet at 5'11". He was taken in the very late rounds back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Hit down the third baseline. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Striding in, Chris Taylor. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First pitch coming, here it is. Line drive to left. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 4 pitches, all it takes to do in the Marlins. And it remains a 3-2 ball game. Now the famous neon of Ocean Drive in Miami Beach. Welcome back to baseball on MLB Network. Trey Guerrero comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Guerrero. Leading off for the Yankees, left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Here's the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
Stepping in now, Torres. As he rips it on the ground to second. Marte has it on to first in time, and the Yankees are down to their final out now.
Now batting, captain, Gary Sanchez.
So striding forward now, Gary Sanchez. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
No strikes.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Falling behind now, 3-1.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
The 3-1 pitch. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
Last chance for the Yankees. Crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. And it's a party in South Beach. The Marlins are once again champions of the baseball world.
Well, they've just clinched the World Series title in front of the home crowd, and no doubt about it, this town is going to be rocking and rolling tonight. Just like this stadium is rocking right now as they celebrate something they'll remember forever. They are the World Series champions.
Back now on the show. More reactions now to this series-clinching victory. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new World Champs.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Miami Marlins, 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Yankees, 2 runs on 5 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 54 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.